Chiefs fans, for the first time in 14 years, will be not going to the playoffs. Eliminated. And in my mind, eliminated early. I think this is the earliest we've been eliminated in a long time. Since
Yeah.
that Romeo Cornell 3 and 13 or 2 and 14 season that we had. Um, we're sad. We're sad because we're not going to the playoffs. And we're sad because our main man got hurt badly. Definitely season ending. I mean, there's only 3 games left in the season at this point, but still season ending. And the future is not really known of how long he's going to be out, how long the rehab for this is. But I'm going to tell you right now, Patrick Mahomes is built different.
Yes, he
And
is.
in my opinion, and you can put a bookmark on this, stamp it, write it in your calendar, tattoo it on your ass for all I care. I believe that he will be back for the first game of the season next year.
I
I
agree.
think he's going to work hard and it's going to happen.
I agree.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. I'm Golden Jay. That's ChicoNoise.
Born backwards hat and a Christmas tree.
A backwards hat and a Christmas tree.
I just pulled up the stats for the Chiefs last 20 years of records. And I'm trying to just kind of go back and then I'm seeing there's a 2-14 season in 2008, a 4-12 in 2009. We had a 10-6 in 2010. 2012 was a 2-14, and an 11-5 in 2013. 9-7, 11-5, 12. Well, so once Mahomes got there in what 20, it would have been 2015 was his.
No, that would have
No,
been
20.
Alex.
Sorry,
You got to remember Alex got there when Andy Reid got
2017.
there. Yeah.
2017 would have been Pat's first starting season, correct?
Well, he only started the last game of that year, I believe. 2018, he started fully.
Okay.
And that's when we went to the AFC Championship game against New England, where um, we had an interception, but a holding call or something like that. No, D Ford was offside. He lined up in the neutral zone, negating the interception, which would have won us the game and taken us to our first Super Bowl in 30 years.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing we missed in roundtable, which we'll talk about in this one was Chris Jones lining up offsides twice.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, once Mahomes got started, it was 12-4, 12-4, 14-2, 12-5, 14-3, 11-6, 15-2.
We've been spoiled, man. We've been spoiled. That's all I can say is we got spoiled by Mahomes magic, and it's been a great run. And this is just we're it's just an off year. It just we're not going to the playoffs. It's fine. Um, Mahomes is going to get fixed up, and he's going to come back, and he's going to run another 10 years of completely building this dynasty. And in the next 10, I see at least 5 more Super Bowl appearances.
Well, that's fine. You think he'll be a 40-year-old quarterback, though?
I think if his body lets him be a 40-year-old
Hmm.
quarterback,
He's gonna pull an
um,
old man Rivers.
man, from my understanding, Rivers did not look like an old man out there.
Yeah, they said he looked good. He just didn't have any oomph behind his throws.
Yeah, he just didn't have that long ball. I mean, it's not like he's been working out and, prepping to go play for another season in NFL football.
Right.
He's been coaching. Wasn't he coaching his kids' team,
He
his
was. He was.
kids' football?
He was coaching Pee Wee. Yeah, or
Yeah.
Pee Wee or middle school. I don't remember.
How would you like that? You send your kid to school and they're like, Philip Rivers is our coach for Pee Wee flag football or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, what? Philip Rivers, like the quarterback from the Chargers? What?
But 2012 would have been the last time that we didn't make the playoffs. We were 2-14 that season.
And we made the playoffs ever since.
Yeah, it was that's where it's 11-5, 9-7, 11-5. Everything's just up from there.
9-7 might be a little sketchy. I don't remember making it 9-7, but
That was 2014 though, so we definitely made the playoffs that year.
right on. Gotcha. Listen, I don't know, man.
That was a
I'll
that
tell.
was a wild card.
Yeah,
Probably
I'll
lost
tell
first
you.
round.
We probably lost to the Colts or some shit like that. But um, to quote the great Chris Jones, success is rented. It's just rented. It's rented in the NFL every year. And why is that? Because teams like the Chargers and the Broncos and, well, the Raiders tried,
Hmm.
but failed. They build their
Miserably.
teams to beat the Chiefs. Denver went out and bought this team, drafted this team. Bo Nix going and getting Sean Payton. The Sertan and all those guys. Not getting those and working them up. They built this team to beat the Chiefs. There's no other. There's no other explanation. That is what it is. And right now they succeeded. Denver's on top of the AFC. They're more than likely going to win the AFC West.
Oh, I mean, they beat Green Bay this week. Like
Right.
we talk about their soft schedule, and Green Bay's not a bad team, and here they go.
Yeah,
They beat a good team.
they did. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue that. They definitely beat a good team. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be a short episode today, guys. We're sad. We just cannot get motivated to talk about this. The elimination, the loss, and the injury is a lot for Chiefs fans to take in. But once again, guys, don't blame, don't point fingers. They win as a team, they lose as a team. And we as fans should win as a team and lose as a team. We're all in this together. We're all fans, except you bandwagon fucktards, which I can get rid of you right now.
Oh, they
I'm
already got
I'm
rid
a
of themselves. They're already off. They're already off the wagon. Okay, Chiefs did bad. Who we going for? Yeah.
Denver just beat Green Bay, but wow, man, New England just lost to who
Yeah.
did they lose to? Damn it. I know the answer to that. I just looked, but I can't think of what it was.
Who did New England lost to the Oh, it was literally right there. They lost to Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Hey, you guys want to jump on a bandwagon? Go jump on the Buffalo Bills bandwagon. Because I
Okay.
guarantee those fucking Bills Mafia fans, they won't take you. They'll throw your ass through a table. If you're not willing to go through a table, then you're not willing to they're not willing to hold you as a fan.
Go
But
be a Rams fan.
yeah.
Root
Yeah,
on the
there
Rams.
that'll be it. You'll be walking around seeing Rams jerseys everywhere.
No,
Did you watch the post game? The Chiefs Rewind post
I
game
didn't.
show?
No, I did not.
So, a couple things to take away, and that's where I got the successes rendon because that's what Chris Jones said during that. But he also two things. In you said this in the roundtable, and he was like, "What? We're eliminated?" He didn't know. He didn't know. That goes to show you that they don't necessarily sit around and ponder whether they win or lose this game or whether they're going to the playoffs or not. They're just out there to play. It's not one of those deals where they're like, "Oh, we win or we lose." The other thing is that a couple more things. The microphone that they had on the podium kept rubbing on his jacket. It was the funniest fucking thing I'd seen Because the way he's a big guy and it's a big bulky jacket, and the one they have two microphones that come up. Well, the one was a little too close. All you kept hearing was the fucking his coat rubbing on that microphone. I was like, hell yeah. And he was oblivious to it. He didn't know it. The last takeaway out of that was is that they started asking him about Pat, and he just turned around and walked off the fucking podium. Because normally like, yeah, a couple more questions, Chris, or oh, that's good. We've got you. Nope, he just said something and turned around and walked away. So I think it's an emotional time for everybody, especially their leader, the guy that keeps them up and rolling. Going down
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah,
Couple things to take away. A lot of injuries in this game. Nick Bolton went out for a bit, but came back. Worthy was down, but came back. I'm surprised Rashid Rice wasn't out of this game with the fucking hits that Jefferson cocksucker put on him. I mean, I got it written in my nose. It's like Jefferson needs to be fined for these hits, and then later on that one on Rashid, gets ejected from the game
no, I
because
think
it
it was Thornton.
was that Thornton.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry. Um, but he's ejected from the game, and rightfully so, because it's targeting.
yeah.
100% leaves his
He
feet and
yeah
just
dove helmet to helmet. He dove
yeah,
in there.
and then he gets that look on his face, like what? What did I do?
He knows what he did.
You get to go to the locker room, sit down, and pay a big fine. And I hope they fine him the biggest fucking fine that they can come up with,
Yeah,
because it wasn't like it was an accidental thing where it was like, yeah, I can see where it kind of got a little spirited and he made a tackle a little too hard. This is what he was doing throughout the entire game. And it took the referees, those goddamn referees, that long. Well, and it wasn't even them. This came down from upstairs. This came from New York. New York called it because they stopped everything and were like, hold on a second. And then they decided to freaking eject him. Wasn't even the referees. The referees did not do their job in this game.
they did not.
And, we try not to point fingers at the refs, although we might give them a little shit every once in a while. But this was one of the worst officiated games I'd seen in a long fucking time. Calls that weren't calls that weren't called. It's just unfucking believable. And I will state here what I stated in the Golden 80s Dr. Feelgood um, podcast. We were talking about we got a little far away in the opening of that podcast. We were talking way too much about football, but um, they need to figure out how to make these referees accountable for what's going on the field. Right now, they're not accountable. Yeah, they get a little be like, oh, you guys need to do better. You know what? $10,000 on a blown call, one way or the other. Every call gets reviewed. You want to call an offsides? Perfect. That was an offsides. That was a good call. The face mask? Yeah, he never really grabbed the face mask.
Here's the thing: is New York, there's people in New York. They
Yeah.
literally have people that they call up and say like, "Oh, we need you to review this or whatever." New York should have the final say on stuff like that. Like, if there's a play that happens where it's an obvious defensive pass interference and the refs don't call it, New York should be able to throw a virtual flag. You have virtual measurements. New
Right.
York, it pops up. There's an alert pops up. New York throws a flag because the refs are incompetent.
Can you imagine that coming up on the big screen? This giant yellow flag, virtual flag.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, if that's what has to happen, that's what should happen. Like that, the DPI, the one that was like, the guy was like all over him. I can't remember who
That
that
was
was
the
on.
Thornton one. Was that the Thornton one?
It might have been where he was like hugging him, bear
Yeah.
hugging him.
Yeah.
That ref was staring right at him.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
was in the middle of the field looking directly at that
Yep.
happen, right in front of his face. Nothing. And I'm standing up, arms in the air. Where's the
Hmm.
flag? Thornton gets hit in the helmet. I'm like, where's the helmet to helmet? Defenseless receiver, whatever. They did call I think they called it unnecessary roughness. And he got ejected and then flipped off the crowd, so he's gonna pay a fine for that. That's what it was.
Double fine his ass. Like I said, I hope he gets fined so bad that he has to eat beans for a month. I
Yeah,
don't know,
I,
man. I just listen. We weren't playing 100% up the par. We can overcome some of these calls. We have in the past. And it's funny that, for so many years now, it's like, oh, the Chiefs paid off the refs. Well, if apparently the check bounced this year, I don't know what the hell happened, but um, I don't know. Once again, you go back to the Taylor Swift theory.
yeah.
The NFL's got it out for Kansas City because Taylor Swift refused to play the Super Bowl in week 5 when they asked her, and she refused, and it's just been downhill for the Chiefs since. And if you noticed, there's no media coverage of Taylor Swift anymore.
No, they don't hardly ever. I mean, I think I've seen her like once or twice this season,
Once or
maybe.
twice. Yeah. Hardly anything. Whereas like last year, it was like they showed her coming into the building, they showed her in her box, they showed all the people that she brought with them, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, and I mean just all of these super Selena Gomez, all these superstars that were coming to see the Chiefs play. The cameramen couldn't keep off of that booth. This year there ain't nothing. So it makes you wonder if they took a shot to the face on how much they're showing her, or if they're all just fucking butthurt that she wouldn't fucking play their little Super Bowl halftime show.
Instead,
Choice is
just
yours,
get
guys.
Adam Sandler to do stand up.
I'd watch that. I'd
I
watch that
would too.
halftime show.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
You put on a yarmulke. It's time for the Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah.
O.J. Simpson, not
Not a
a Jew.
Jew. Love
But
it.
guess who is? Hall of Famer Rod Guru.
Rod Guru. He converted.
He converted.
I need more juju, ladies and gentlemen. He got one target, I think. One target again this week, which is just fucking sad. He had a miss on one target. Um, Kelsey, seven catches for 70 yards this week. Rashid got 7 for 51. It's nice to see that Thornton getting some targets. He had 3 targets, 2 catches for 47 yards. I'm saying you're going to see a lot of him coming up in the next 3 weeks. I think they're really going to push down to him and see what they can do. They could get Minshew dialed in with him and see what can come and see what we can do with that guy.
I think the
Um,
biggest stat to look at is that Mahomes was sacked 5 times in this game, and that's
yeah,
all offensive line, just injuries. Everybody's out. Nobody can hold anybody back on that line.
yeah,
They're too young. It's just too much.
they're
Yeah, they're all backups.
yeah, yeah. They're back. Some of them are backups to backup.
Yeah, for
So
5 sacks.
yeah, I know it
We
was
did
rough.
have four though. That's
Hey,
pretty
we yeah,
sad.
and you're right. We did have 4 sacks, which is huge. That's our biggest sack total of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot to look back. Like you said, we didn't play up to par pretty on either side of the ball. Really, it was a defensive battle and
Hmm.
holding everybody to field goals. And
Yeah, I mean, and it's a one score loss again, 16-13, one field goal. If they wouldn't have pushed it at the very end with Minshew, we probably could have just kicked the field goal and called it good. We were under
right,
2 minutes. I think we're even under a minute at that point, weren't we?
yeah, it would have been OT, but
Right.
it was probably a 52, 53 yarder at that point. We were in his range for sure.
Absolutely. Um, Pat went 6 for 28 for 189 yards. Minshew for 3 for 5 for 22. Pacheco Pacheco had one carry.
11,
That's
11 carries.
11. That's weird. It's just a weird vision from where I'm looking at it. 11 for 21. Kareem 2 for 50. Or no, that's Pat. 6 for 12. I mean, the run game just looked like shit.
Yeah, I didn't really understand it. I guess I don't know if they were playing that run defense, and they were just stopping everything. We couldn't stop their run for anything.
Well, the problem is our O line.
Hmm.
Trey Smith's out, which is, I mean, since Trey Smith has been out, the run defense or the run offense hasn't been there at all. So we're running in the middle of this fucking pile of a bunch of guys who don't necessarily know how to split it off properly because they're all backups to backups. We just talked about it just a second ago. So why run the ball into the middle of the fucking? Why run it in the middle? Let's run a jet sweep. Let's run a pitch out. Let's run something that's not in the dead center of the fucking defense that is tearing up the run. Obviously. Look. Team total 21 yards rushing.
No,
Team
49
total.
yards.
Oh, sorry, we're looking at the wrong one. 21 carries for 49 yards.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong fucking line. Sorry, guys. I'm
Do you realize that that pass interference, that first one that happened on like the 5 yard line, that's a spot foul. We would have been on the five. That's 7 points. Easy. They would have called that.
oh the one on Thornton.
Yeah. No, no, it was the first one. I don't know if that was Thornton or not.
I don't. I once again I was in and out, so I missed a lot of shit.
Right. But if that would have been called, that's the difference plus some. I mean, not saying that that turns the game around, but it both of those DPIs, if they were called, that's points.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, how do you not blame the referees for not calling these blatant fucking pass interference?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's 100% them.
All right, and of course, then with 2 minutes ago, Pat goes down with torn ACL, which we've talked about immensely. Closing the book on this game, Chico. Closing it.
Let's close
Well,
it.
I can't close it because can we see the?
Yeah, we can see it. We can take a little look see at it.
Let's see how bad we
You
did.
see that right there? You see that?
What am I seeing? What am I
I
seeing?
don't know. You seen it? Just the
Well,
screen in general.
oh,
So let's see here. Chiefs play the Chargers at home. Nice chilly day in Kansas City,
still
Missouri.
didn't look too bad though.
No, no, it didn't. It looked like they didn't feel too bad. But my buddy Reese, who will be at our Indiana plant this week, he works at our Missouri plant. He'll be actually here this week. He was at the game.
Oh, nice.
He messaged me last week and said, "Did I tell you I'm going to the Chiefs game?" I was like, "Yeah, you did, like 2 weeks ago." So he was there, got to witness that fun, joyful game.
Yeah.
Um,
Listen, man, 70,000 motherfucking people screaming, refs, you suck.
yeah, yeah, exactly. He's
Unbelievable.
also not a Chiefs fan, but his mom and his dad are. So,
That's cool.
um, but he's a Cowboys fan.
That sucks for him.
Yeah, I know. All right, so Mahomes was 16 for 28, zero touchdowns, one interception. I'm not giving points on that one. We both had two, but you will take him on the yards with his 189.
189.
He had 15 rushing yards. I'll take
Look
that
at
point
that.
there. Travis Kelsey with a decent game at 70 yards
No
and no
tutties though, right?
tutties.
No
Yeah,
tutties.
so no points there, but I'll take a point on the tutties. But check, we had no rushing touchdowns either. Oh, Mahomes had that original rushing touchdown. That was the first drive of the
Yes.
game. Looked a
Yes. I
beautiful drive.
That was our
Uh,
opening drive, wasn't it?
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see, no tutties there, no tutties there. So we'll both take a point for the no tutties on Pacheco.
Right on.
Yardage wise, Pacheco with 21, Kareem with 12. And you'll take both.
Wow.
Good way to get points.
I
Butker did not
guess.
miss.
Yay. Nice job, Harrison Butker.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
We did have a pick.
We did.
which was
Gelato comes up. Big
yeah,
man, flopping back.
gelato.
He was showing rush and then dropped back and right place, right time. Got his hands up there, knocked that thing down, put it right into his own arms.
It was
Um,
beautiful.
one thing that you don't do is you don't ask your mother, the rocker chick, if that was a pick six because she's like, yeah, pick six, pick six. I'm like, "Fuck," and I'm like, wait a second, no,
No, it
there's no
wasn't.
points on the score. Why are we starting there? Oh, no, it wasn't a pick six. You're not
Got so
helpful.
excited.
You're not helpful.
Nothing better than seeing the big man run a pick six back though.
Because you know what you get when you get a big man with a pick six? You get a big man celebration
That's
dance.
right. It's usually pretty fun to watch.
Yeah,
We did have 4 sacks, like we mentioned
nice.
earlier, so he'll take the point there with 3. A receiver with the most yards was Rishi.
Let's
Yeah,
see. Yep.
51. So we'll both take a point on that one right there. Running back with the most yards would have been
Checo, right?
Pacheco, so neither
Yep.
one of us get a point there. Final score, do the math. You're 4 points away there and 14 points away there. I am four. No, sorry. I'm 1 point and wow. So
I'm not
you're
math.
18 to 10 and
11?
8. So
No,
18,
wait.
19. You got me by 1. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points this week, putting you at 105.
Hey, look at me. Look at me.
And I lost
105.
by a bunch again. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 87. Man, that sucks. That
It
sucks.
happens.
Big time. Big time. Now we go to play the Titans in
I think,
Tennessee.
and I think Mahomes will have 0 touchdowns and 0 rushing yards.
Yeah, but you know what we gotta do. Min, shoe.
So we're taking out Mahomes and putting in Minshew.
We are.
All right.
You're up.
Lot to prove. I think he has a lot to prove, and I think this game is going to be a little easier for Kansas City to kind of go in and play around because Tennessee's having a rough season. I think Minshew throws 2 touchdown passes.
I like that. I like two. I'm gonna say he's gonna have 3. I gotta get some points back on you, so
Okay,
I gotta change it up some. Yards?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 201.
Ooh, I kind of had that number in my head. I'm gonna go 245 though.
Okay.
Will he
I
have any
don't
rushing yards?
I don't know that he's a runner, is he? I'm gonna give him 15. I think he'll have about 15 rushing yards. I
Let's see.
think he'll move around when he has to, but
I'll go 21.
okay.
Kelsey.
Listen, there is a chemistry between the two of them. I think that the 2 touchdowns that he throws are going to be to Kelsey. I think Kelsey will have 2.
I'll say he'll have 1.
Okay.
Kelsey yards. He'll probably throw the ball to Kelsey the most.
Yeah, I mean he had 70 and a bunch of that came right there at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think you know what? I'm going to go 110. I think Kelsey is going to be a ball hog this one, and I think he's going to have 110 yards.
I'm gonna go 87. um. So Pacheco and Hunt.
Bigger day because I don't know that Tennessee's defense is that stout. So I think Pacheco's gonna he's gonna have a field day up the middle. I'll give him 67 to Hunt's. I'm gonna go Hunt a little bit lower at 48.
I'll flip flop you. I'll go 60. That's 47. 67. No, 48 and 67.
67. All right.
Yeah. Oh wow, we did it wrong again. We did
That's
a
a Dang it. How do we keep doing that? How do we continually do that?
I don't know. Touchdowns.
I think it's going to be 1-1. I think they'll each have one.
I like that. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2-0.
You don't think Kareem Hunt's going to have any touchdowns?
I gotta get some points on you.
Oh, fair enough.
I gotta get a comeback here. I'm either gonna lose it all or win it all. Will
No.
Butker miss?
No. No.
Nah, he's not gonna miss. I hope he doesn't have to kick a field goal.
Yeah, three-pointer.
Yeah,
All
no three
extra
pointers.
points.
All extra
All extra
points.
points. Um,
Interceptions?
I'm going to go defense is going to pick two. They're going to have two interceptions.
I'm going one.
Okay.
Sacks?
Yes.
Mini. Can we pull a
Um,
5?
man, it'd be nice. I'm going to stick with four, though.
I'll go 5.
Okay.
Receiver
Receiver
with the
with the
most
most
yards.
yards. Oh, man, this is tough. I'm going to stick with the go-to. I'm going to stick. Oh. I want to go Thornton so bad.
I was gonna
But
go Thornton.
okay, I'll go Rice. You go Thornton.
Running back with the most yards. Well, we kind of already set it up here. So you had Pacheco, I had Hunt. That's what we're gonna go with.
Yeah, that's fine.
Final score.
Oh, I'm going to go 28-10.
Going 41-17.
How much, wait, just before we finally wrap that completely up here, what did Tennessee have this last week? How many points? Just so I can, I'm just curious. They had 24 points against San Francisco. I'm going to
Yeah.
stick with it. I'm going to stick
Okay.
with it. 28-10.
Okay. I got 41-17. There you go.
There it is, boys and girls. Kansas City heading down to Tennessee to take on the Titans. It's a 1 o'clock game, right?
Yes.
Sunday at 1 o'clock. You know where I'll be. I'll be sitting in my recliner watching this game, hoping for the best. We still want wins, boys and girls. We don't want to lose anymore. If they can win out, go 9-7, then then we'll still have a winning season under Andy Reid, and we'll know this will be the first non-winning season if we drop one of these. So at least something to look forward to. We want to get Andy Reid a winning season, so hopefully they can pull it out 9-7. But if they're already deflated, if they're already done, which I can understand why they would feel that way, um, we're looking at a better draft pick. Although I have not been disappointed really with our draft picks,
Right.
first round to seventh round. Pacheco was a seventh round draft pick. Is he an elite running back? Absolutely not. But he's not on an elite running back team.
I would say his first 2 years, I would
Yeah,
call him elite.
right
And
on.
then he got injured. We had to start figuring some stuff out. And then I don't know, he just hasn't been the same. But we
That's true.
also have other guys back there that can
This,
compete with him. So
Kareem Hunt does a great job. He's a great finisher. Brashard Smith still being a rookie, still learning. I'm pretty sure Eli Mitchell was a bust by some form. I don't even know why. He hardly ever played in a game. Um, I'm trying to think. Didn't we have another one on the practice squad that we talked about? Damn.
um,
I'll have to look into that.
Carson
But
Steele, where's he at?
Carson was on the practice squad, but I don't know
Hmm.
whether. But he was more of a fullback.
Yeah.
We missed that. I think we missed that fullback Why they got away from that, I don't know. But I mean, bring back the sausage.
I
Miss
want to
those
see
days.
more. You know, there for a while we were running Wildcat randomly. We were doing all this
Right.
stuff that was making us unique.
Right.
And I think that's why we won a lot of games is that we did a lot of things that other teams weren't doing. And
Agree.
I don't know if other teams caught on to it and decided they wanted to try it too. You look at the Lions, they were doing so well for so long because they just went for every single fourth
Right.
down that they could go for. And they were converting them consistently. Like I can't remember what the percentage was, but it was high.
Right.
And then every other team starts doing it. Well, that takes away from okay, how do you play the game differently to get to the end zone faster? I mean, that's
Right.
score as many points as you can as little time as possible anymore. That's football.
Um, yeah, we missed that misdirection play. We haven't seemed to have, besides maybe the one early this year where Pat stands up and says, "This never fucking works." That was a great misdirection play. Minnesota pulled one off last night that was fucking brilliant. JJ McCartney under center, running back. They're on the 1 yard line, fourth down. They're going for it, and he turns around and pretends to hand it off, and he makes the ball disappear. So it looks like the running back has it, and everybody bit. And he turned to his left and basically walked into the end zone. And it's
Skipped it in
like,
there.
and I kept screaming at him. I mean, I'm like, don't run it up the middle. You'll never make it. They're running a fucking 8 man front with two linebackers, on the
Mm-hmm.
tails. They're not getting in there. They're not going to allow him to have it. And sure enough, I mean, he didn't make it to the goal line before they stopped him. He didn't have the ball, but
Mm-hmm.
he didn't make it. And it was like, brilliant call. I want to see Kansas City do this more often, down there. But no, we get fourth and goal on the 1 or 2 and we hand it off and wonder why we get stuffed at the 5. And it's like it's because there's no trickery. There's no unique play. There's nothing there to misdirect everybody. It's just it's just bizarre this year. This year has been really, really bizarre. And it's been bizarre here for us too, picked up by Round Table Sports and Chico making it back on here and the loss of wherever Phil is these days. It's just been
Last
this
I saw, he
whole
was Santa Claus.
yeah. This whole season's been bizarro from every aspect that we look at. So
Yeah, this
that
is not
being
a good year to become a part of Roundtable Sports.
well, I'm looking forward to what the off season brings for Roundtable Sports. I know that us right here, Indiana Chiefs fans, you're gonna have us for 3 more games, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll talk about the Raiders game, and that'll probably be our last episode of Indiana Chiefs fans. But you can always find us at what is it? Roundtablesports.io
Roundtable
slash
roundtable.io/Chiefs.
Chiefs. Okay. It's not sport. There's no sports in there.
Nope.
We will continue on in the off season with that. Um, you know, I'm gonna try to talk Chico into doing a live stream of the draft this year. Just do a just do a Twitch or a fucking YouTube live or
TikTok
I mean,
Live.
we can do TikTok live. I think we could do YouTube live since our YouTube channel is got all of our videos on it where you can go check us out. So
Yeah.
do a late night Thursday with me.
Yeah.
Just do one round. First
Yeah.
round,
First round.
we can be sitting here doing up, looking up players, and I know that I've watched a lot. Ooh, excuse me, a lot more college this year. So not that I know every player, but I think it'd be fun to do a live stream draft.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay. So that's what we're doing, boys and girls. Here, I don't know, man. I love my Chiefs. I'm gonna keep rooting for my Chiefs, and we'll see what these next 3 games get. But first, let's take on Tennessee. Let's get it done. Let's get a dub. Let's get back in the win side and let's get Andy Reid that whole winning season. Go get him, Minshew. You're up.
Yeah, brother.
You gotta gear. Gotta get, and let's get the Fu Manchu back.
brother.
Let's get the Fu Manchu
Oh
back.
yeah, you got rid of that.
Yeah, let's get that back. We need that. That's where the power's at. That's where, yeah, the star
Obey the
power's in that.
beard.
Obey the beard. All right. From our little slice of frozen tundra right here in the great state of Indiana, just got one thing to say, and that is, how about those Chiefs? Later.
Thank you for listening to the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean, any of your favorite podcast sites. Be sure to watch us on YouTube. Just search for the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. Also, check us out on Facebook for any updates on the Chiefs and all of our weekly posts. You can find us at facebook.com/INChiefsFansPod. Finally, go check out our Golden Mojo Entertainment website at goldenmojoent.com. You can find information about your 3 favorite hosts and all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment family. Those podcasts include The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, The United States of Paranormal, The Golden 80s Podcast, The Murdnerds, and A Court of Books and Booze. Thank you for tuning in, and how about those Chiefs?